I'm going to chew cookies right into my mic.
That's an excellent plan. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Battleground Games Live.
I am not on camera.
No,
I tried to back myself up like that was going to help. I'm not the problem.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Loft at Battleground Games and Hobbies in Abington, Massachusetts,
where closer to Jules. There, I'm on camera now.
Yeah, you are. You're
Snuggle
good.
now.
Where every week we get together and play board games. Battleground Games and Hobbies, for those of you who are unfamiliar with us, is a friendly local game store in your greater Boston, Massachusetts area with 3 convenient locations. One up in Saugus, one down in Norton by the Xfinity Center, and one here in Abington that has a convenient loft from which we can stream. And that's what we do. Every Friday we get together, certainly me and Amanda, usually John, and occasionally our wonderful guest friend Jules.
Surprise!
Yeah, Jules.
I've invaded.
Hang out, and yeah, you're usually in chat, so it's
I'm usually
nice
in
to have
chat
you
starting
actually
big
here.
fights.
So yeah, we get together, we play board games, and we like to just hang out with our friends in chat. So we're looking forward to seeing who shows up. Amanda, do you want to show off your cool gift?
Yeah, I do.
Amanda got a cool gift from Jules.
I saw it at the Pride Parade and went, that's Amanda's. That needs to come home so that I can give that to her immediately.
Right, for now,
many
it's going
people
on my
will know
jacket.
that Amanda is a librarian in her day-to-day life.
That's what I do.
And Jules got her this lovely pin, which is all washed out. There you go. This lovely pin. And Amanda hosted or was at the Quincy Pride.
I represented the library along with one of my coworkers.
Wearing a shirt that she made herself.
So it's actually, I will give a shout out to where I got the graphic for that shirt.
Yeah.
Because I will at some point wear it on stream. It's a shirt that says libraries are for everyone, and it uses what people will recognize as the sort of universal library symbol, which is a person reading
with
a
a book, yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Novocaine.
Hey, good evening, Novocaine. Glad you could join us.
This artist who goes by Hafuboti and has a blog online. So if you look up Hafuboti, Hafuboti, I believe.
Yes, Jules is with us.
I invaded.
You will find these graphics that say libraries are for everyone, and they are plays on that. Yeah, that's John.
It is John. You got it.
You got it right.
Ding ding ding.
But what's really cool about them is that Hafuboti has then taken that basic person form and made it into superheroes reading, or made it into people of varying ethnicities and various abilities. So there's a person.
I like his badge.
Yeah.
What does that badge mean?
In a wheelchair, and there's someone who has a hearing aid, and so there are people of varying gender representation and hair color and skin color and all these different wonderful things. And then she has them holding various items. So they may be holding, they're all holding a book, but above that book might be a globe, or might be a plant, or might be a light bulb for an idea. But she has also got a bunch that have rainbow hearts. And she has released these images under a
Creative Commons?
Under a Creative Commons license that lets people alter them at will. Okay. So she has a big blocky one that has all her various people, all the various permutations of the figure, all sitting, facing the same direction with the book. It's the profile view. And it says libraries are for everyone in between the rows of people.
Okay.
And so the original graphic had everyone holding a globe, which was very cool. But she also had the one with the rainbow heart. So what I did was I went into the graphic, took out the globe from everyone, and put the rainbow heart on it. And then I turned it into an iron-on transfer and made a t-shirt, which I wore to Pride. And so I've worn that for the past 2 years at Pride while representing my library, because we table at Pride. We have a table to check out books and make library cards and change people's names on their library cards, which is, I think, the thing that gives me the most joy at Pride, is to tell people why, yes, you can come to us and we will make the name on your library card the name that you want to be called.
Yeah.
So that
And it doesn't have to be your legal name.
we can put a preferred name on your library card, and we want to do that
Pride bits.
because we want to be able, if we have to call you or if we have to address you by name in the library, we want to call you by the name that you prefer to be called. We don't want to dead name anyone. We don't want to cause anyone distress by using a name that hurts them. So, yeah.
Oh, Novocaine, I'm sorry to hear that. It says that the library in their home village is now part-time.
I have heard that seems to be happening around a lot of the UK, which is a super bummer. I'm not sure really what to advise doing about that. I know like writing to like town councils and stuff can help, but I know I have a couple of friends in the UK, one in Wales and one, I think she's close to London, but like just outside, and they tweet a lot about libraries getting their funding cut by like local town councils and stuff. It really stinks. But yeah, so I represent my library at Pride. I'm proud of doing that. So, the chat bot got a Twitch emote.
Oh, yay, chat bot.
Yay, chat bot.
We're so pleased for you.
And yay, Novocaine got the little lion with the.
I love the lion,
confetti.
yay.
That's exciting.
I have the full set now, and I am so pleased with it.
I have the full set too. I love them.
I mean, I had the full set after like 2 weeks because I just went ham.
Because I gave a lot of bits, so I ended
gave
up with a lot of them.
so many bits.
So-
Holy crow. And also was, I mean, like you, involved in a whole bunch of generous chats that also gave a whole bunch of Pride bits. So it was just like,
Yeah,
I
Kate's
will
chat,
have them
TQ's
all.
chat, the Lur chat.
The Isberg chat's really good for that
The
too.
Isberg chat is really good for that. So yeah, really good people. But yeah, so thank you for the pin.
You're welcome.
Aw.
I love it. And
While
it's
we're
going
doing
right on my
presents,
work lanyard when I get
I
back. It's on my
also
jacket
have a
now,
present for Amanda.
More gifts.
Amanda, do you have a way to
It's not even
open
your
a thing?
birthday.
but yeah, I do.
Oh my god.
Here.
It's an actual box.
Don't
It's not that heavy. It's a
don't.
big box, but it's not that heavy.
Maybe don't just
This is
leave.
so much
Here.
more convenient than the one I used to try to hide last week's game.
Oh, no.
So I have a strong suspicion that I know what's in this box. Oh, Novocaine, you've got quite a
you
lot of
don't know?
interesting emotes.
Wait, Andy, you don't know what's in the box?
I have a suspicion.
Okay.
If
I
this
like
isn't
that
what
it
you
says-
think it is. This is going to be
I
really
like
awkward.
that it says closed on it, so I know that they tried to deliver it and you guys weren't here,
Oh, yes.
which does happen unfortunately frequently.
Ooh.
It
very
was shipped
light.
from the
Oh.
UK.
Oh.
It's packaged air.
Yeah, air.
What do you got?
Packaged UK air. Ooh. I don't know. It's got letters on it.
It's the blackest black.
Black is that.
Well, it's not literally the blackest
No.
black.
It's not Vanta
It
Black.
can't-
No, it's not Vanta Black, but it is
Yeah.
the blackest black.
Yes.
Well, it's Black 3.0. So this, anyone who's watched my painting streams might have heard
Novocaine
me
would know about this.
talk
Oh.
Vanta
about.
wants it.
I'll do a very quick rundown on this. If you've watched my painting streams, you might have heard me talk about Anish Kapoor and Stuart Semple. Stuart Semple is an artist in the UK, and Anish Kapoor is also an artist. Anish Kapoor, kind of a jerk, from all I've heard. He, there are buttons.
Oh.
Snap.
Look!
That's pretty cool.
Exposure to Kapoor may cause irritation.
Sounds about right.
So here's the thing. Anish Kapoor is, I think, most well known in the U.S. for having
I like this.
designed.
Novocaine has put up a YouTube link in the chat. There's
And
probably a link to Amanda talking about this very
Most
subject.
likely. He's most well known for creating the Bean in Chicago, which is the big silver. It's actually called the Cloud Gate.
That's why that
it's
name is
apparently
familiar.
kind of neat. Like I don't have anything against the Bean, but he does big, showy art installations. And I will give him a little bit of credit in that I know that he has been very interesting. No one calls it the Cloud Gate. See, yeah, it's the Bean, right?
Bean.
Yeah, it's the Bean. Hey, Toshi.
Yeah.
Hi.
So he made that. He does big, showy art installations. He apparently has been really interested in the idea of reflection and light and how, because he made a hole in the floor that someone fell into.
Was
And
the
that was the
point
art?
of the art? Was that the point?
Well, the point is that you're not supposed to know whether it's a circle painted or an
Or a
actual
hole.
hole because it's filled with a paint that absorbs enough light that you can't tell if there's an actual hole. But they
then
didn't
somebody-
put a fence around it.
I feel like
So
that's
somebody stepped on it and fell in.
negligence. That's like criminal negligence.
Well,
in a
now
way,
you know.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Now you know which one
it
it
was
is.
6 feet deep. Anyway,
Yeah,
Anish
that's-
Kapoor, he unfortunately got the exclusive rights to use a type of coating called Vanta Black
Okay.
in art. Vanta Black is, is it negligence if you're actively doing it? Good question.
Oh, yeah.
He got the exclusive. Vanta Black is a nanotube coating that can be applied to a surface. It apparently is very difficult to do. It requires great heat. It was
Real
meant to
sciencey.
be used for like telescope mirrors. It does not reflect any light.
Yeah, it
absorbs-
absorbs all
It
light.
Yeah.
absorbs all light, so you cannot tell the depth of a thing or any contour to the surface of a thing that is coated in it. And this is meant to be used for scientific application, but it's made by a company. So he paid for the exclusive right to use it in artwork. And Stuart Semple was annoyed by this because, in his opinion, art should be, and the means to make art should be available to all.
Okay.
That by trademarking something and getting the exclusive right to use it for art, you are depriving the world of other artworks that might be made using it. And I tend to agree with Stuart Semple on this. Stuart Semple also makes paint. He makes lots of paint. He makes really cool stuff, and this is something that he's been doing for a long time. He just gained a lot of notoriety for being very vocal about Anish Kapoor and Vanta Black. So yeah, not a fan of that. Me neither. So he made the pinkest pink
Okay.
as a paint powder that was meant to be mixed with like a carrier paint. But it was the essence of pink.
The platonic ideal of pink.
Exactly. And he sold it with the condition that everyone could buy it. Anyone could buy it, except Anish Kapoor. And there is actually a bit on his site that says that if you are buying this, you are promising that you are not buying it for, that you are not Anish Kapoor, that you are not buying it for Anish Kapoor, or plan to provide it or make available to Anish Kapoor.
Which makes this button that's in here, the orange one, make a lot more sense. By wearing the badgiest badge, you confirm that you are not Anish Kapoor. You are in no way affiliated with Anish Kapoor. You are not wearing the badgiest badge on behalf of Anish Kapoor or an associate of Anish Kapoor. To the
Basically,
best
yeah.
of your knowledge, information, and belief, this badgiest badge will not make its way into the hands of Anish Kapoor.
How
Which is
small
the
is the writing on that one?
Real tiny.
Oh my god.
So,
Jesus.
Badgiest badge.
unfortunately,
Badgiest of badges.
an
So
art
badgy.
gallery in the UK, which Stuart Semple has now tracked it to, purchased the pink paint and did provide it to Anish Kapoor, who dipped his fingers in it and gave the 2-finger salute on like Instagram. Stuart Semple has a number of other paint colors. He has like the bluest blue, the greenest green, the brightest yellow. His reaction to that was to make the sparkliest glitter, which is literally chips of glass.
That sounds dangerous.
Yeah, that sounds like hazardous.
This art feud has been going on for years, and I find it fascinating. So he made
Yeah,
this
when artists
glitter
fall out, no kidding.
Yeah.
with the like whole purpose of you cannot dip your fingers in this, you will cut yourself to ribbons.
Oh,
I mean, or
Jesus.
do it. Do it, asshole.
If you're that hardcore. So he has now made Black 3.0.
Okay.
Put that down.
There
you go.
Black 3.0, which is meant to mimic Vanta Black, but in paint form. So it is not expensive, ridiculous, and impossibly difficult to use. And delicate. Vanta Black, because it's nanotubes, is breakable, and you can end up like
paint.
removing the coating. It's not even a
Dude, I broke my paint. I know, but like.
So Stuart Semple has made Black 3.0. It's meant to be an incredibly low albedo, as Novocaine pointed out, black acrylic paint.
Okay.
So
And I
it can
figured
be-
this would be fun to use on bases.
God,
or
yeah.
use on
Can you paint
like
with it in a
bits
medium? Which Black 3.0? Because Black 3.0 is just a paint.
Yeah.
I want to do
This is
irresponsible things with
legit a paint. You can, if you look on Stuart Semple's website, which is, if you just look up Stuart Semple, you'll find Culture Hustle. You will find all of his paints, and then he also has the powders that can be mixed into a medium to make paint out of other, like to make the paint like an oil paint or whatever.
Yeah. So I kickstarted
really
this. I
fascinating.
figured this would be fun to use in
Yeah.
miniature painting.
He also has like the shiniest gold, and then he has two really cool paints. One that is he has Phase and Shift, and I can't remember which is which. I think Shift is the heat-based one. Phase looks basically like an oil slick, and it's real cool. So I need to get some of that. And Shift, I believe, is the heat one, where it goes from a purple to a magenta when you hit it with a heat gun. So you
wanna
can
do
paint something with
irresponsible
it
things
and
with
then
these
play
paints.
around with it.
I don't know.
So
I don't know how to paint.
Stuart Semple
I
is
don't
really cool. Like, he seems like a really cool guy, and he kickstarted this Black 3.0. So, hey, Andy.
Yeah.
Until August 1st, we get 10% off our next order with this code.
Excellent.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah. And there's a little note on the back. And then we have a whole bunch of stickers, Black 3.0. So we have a Blackest Black sticker, and it looks like a few other cool stuff. Be excellent to one another and share your colors, he says.
May I read to you
Share
the
your
side of this
colors.
bottle?
Please
Sure.
do. Oh, and there's a booklet, too.
It's a whole. There you
So
go.
here's all his paints.
Oh, cool.
Here's his paint line.
Ta-da!
Gold. Look at this rainbow liquid. Lit is his glow-in-the-dark stuff. He has a whole palette
Snap.
of paints. He has them bottled already mixed, but he also has them in powder form. And it looks like Dazzle is the world's glitteriest plant-based eco glitter pack,
Ah.
and comes with silver, gold, blue, green, and red. It is fully compostable, including the packaging, and it's non-toxic.
Oh, snap.
I love Stuart Semple.
So the side of this says, super flat, super matte, ultra pigmented acrylic paint. Do not eat it, drink it, or get it in your eyes. Tattoo or paint on your body. Apply to hot surfaces. Do keep out of reach of kids and animals. Apply 2 thin coats on shiny surfaces. Allow it to dry between layers. Thin with up to 40% water to spray. Share with the world. # Culture Hustle. If you feel unwell, call a doctor and take this bottle with you. Wash brushes with water. More info at culturehustle.com.
All right,
Non-toxic.
Okay,
It says
cool.
non-toxic, but it sounds fairly vehement on the don't eat it.
It's
Yeah,
acrylic.
don't eat-
It's acrylic paint.
Yeah.
paint, so
It
don't
turns
eat
to
it.
plastic when it
Yeah.
dries. You
Yeah.
shouldn't eat plastic.
Yeah, it's not that it's toxic, it's that
But
it's
maybe
going to
don't-
dry in a way that would be bad for
Your insides.
system.
Don't lip
Thank
tip your
you,
brush
Lobster.
when you're using this.
Yeah, no lip tipping.
All I have one
This
more
just
present.
tastes gnarly.
Oh god.
I
So,
bought
yeah.
myself a present today.
Oh, and look, the packaging is just the graphics of it. You can't. I don't think I can see, but the like tube that it came in
Has
is
his little
is
3
sort of
mark,
matte.
yeah.
It says black 3.0, and then it's a matte sort of cardboard tube, and then it has the shiny 3 on it. This is back the black on the sticker there, which I think is pretty neat.
Wow.
So yeah, and I'm definitely gonna have to look at these
So
sticker packs.
happy no particular occasion, Amanda.
Thank
No,
you,
happy
honey.
Pride.
Yeah,
Yeah,
happy
sure.
Pride.
Happy Pride. Black is prideful.
Pride
Well,
Month.
it's black is when you mix all the colors together in pigment form.
Okay.
White
Sure.
is when it's light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I bought myself a present today as well.
What have you gotten yourself?
I bought myself the Epic Spellbook Gideon, or
Gideon.
Signature
Chad.
Spellbook Gideon.
Oh, the
my
Chad is
friend-
Chad.
My friend.
Yes.
We have the black is black and the Chad is
Chad
Chad.
I in
My friend
fact,
Chad, who's fun to be with.
I in fact
He's so fun to be with.
bought myself 4 of
Oh
these
my
Oh, you got
God.
carried away.
so that I have a play set, so we can all open them, look at the cards, and we'll
Putting
each get a
stickers
foil,
in.
Alright.
which all belong to me, I'm afraid.
That's
But-
I
fine.
understand.
John, I'm sure you're crushed that I'm not giving you magic cards.
These buttons are.
Anyone who knows me
just
knows I
Attach
quit
them to
Battleground
everything.
Games in like 2013.
Yeah, I am putting the fine print one onto my.
The badgiest
Oh,
badge?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
The badgiest badge.
Do
is
that like
going
yesterday.
Onto my. Yeah. Oh,
Go
this
back
is
in time and give it to
amazing.
yourself yesterday, please.
So, chat, for anybody unfamiliar with it,
I can't
the
operate this.
Signature
Holy
Spellbook
Christmas.
series, of which this is the second,
Oh, no, I got there. I think
is a
think.
blatant
find out.
cash grab
If I need it, I will
by
come get
Wizards
it.
of the Coast that I am entirely
it.
100% behind.
It's coming along.
Last time was Jace,
I have
right?
to mean it.
Correct.
It's coming along.
So what they're doing is they're reprinting a set of cards
Thank you for
in one color. So the first one was all blue, and it was the Signature Spellbook Jace. And each of the cards has art that displays the character that's the theme of the box. So Gideon is a white planeswalker, which means that all of these will include Gideon in the art. And they all have the same
many
cards.
Chads.
So we all
12
have
Chad.
we have the same cards, but one card will be foil.
Kids.
What's
And
the
it's
chase
random.
foil?
I don't even
Gideon
know.
was a rhino or a lion.
No, that's
You're
a
thinking
Johnny.
of a Johnny.
That's a
Johnny
Johnny.
is a tiger, quite a white tiger
Lion.
thing. No, he is lion. You're right.
He's Leonin.
Leon.
Okay.
Leon. Good job, Jules. Learn what words are.
So I
Was
like
Gideon
this
the
box.
other
It sort of slides out.
Gideon is just this.
And it has a
he's
quote
just
here.
Chad.
It
He's a white
says-
dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
My friend Chad. He's
My
fun
fr-
to be with.
My
Although-
friend Chad, who's fun to be with.
He's from Theros originally.
Yeah,
His
Greek.
name
His
Kytheon.
name- yeah, his original name is Kytheon.
So Greek white dude.
Yeah, he's a Greek white
Yeah.
dude.
Mediterranean, you know.
When the fight seems hopeless, fight harder, says
Yeah.
Gideon Jura.
God, that's so. That's
That
so
is Chad.
Yeah.
That is Chad in a
And
nutshell.
each of them has a pack, which has a little silhouette of Gideon with his, I don't remember what his thing is called.
It's like a whip thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his whip thing.
It's
It's got a name.
yeah, oh yeah, it's magic. Of course it has a name. It has some fanciful, pranciful, pretentious name. I say that as someone who really likes
I like
magic and the
these,
fanciful,
packages,
pranciful,
but they're hard
pretentious
to
names
open.
that they come up with.
Yeah, these are not the easiest things to open.
I'm trying to do this gently so I don't heck it up. Come now.
So join me on Zoom Cam, friends, and we'll
just
look to
had-
see what's inside the
I
pack
just had
here.
a thought of like that episode of Friday Nights.
So-
them teaching Paul how to open magic packs.
Yes,
Which of you has Gideon? Tell Mama which has Gideon. They all have Gideon.
I have Black Blade Reforged.
I just like.
They all have the same
James
thing.
better.
So got that.
Yeah.
Gideon Blackblade is the last iteration of Gideon the Planeswalker. This is Worship, a very handy white spell.
Oh yeah, let's make it sad.
Kind of washed out.
Gid's spoilers.
No, well, you know what? We'll leave that till we get to this one.
Okay.
Well, I also have that.
We'll
Well,
get
we all have the same ones. Or do you
No,
have the same one in
foil.
foil?
Oil
Okay.
Yeah.
is different.
I have
Also, no, we don't.
True Conviction,
Oh,
No.
Jesus.
I don't.
Wood,
Oh, okay.
Gideon.
I didn't see this one. It was
Yeah.
stuck behind something else.
Shielded by Faith. I do like the card
The
border.
lighting is off.
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of washed out.
It does that.
These cards, especially the white and the foil, is just going to be it's going to blow it out.
Alright.
Oh, he's
Did not want to use
still spoilers for you.
Rest
I haven't
in
gotten
peace.
Into, more of the
Very
stuff
handy
anymore.
white card.
So,
Sorry.
Of course,
okay, I knew that happened.
Path to
That
Exile.
that was one of those obvious. It had to.
Wasn't
Did
there
it for a little.
Martyr's Bond.
Which is sweet
Yeah.
in its own way.
And Gideon Jura, the original Gideon Planeswalker.
It was
Look at him.
listening to
Chad.
Lur talk about it. It was like
So my
Gideon
foil,
has to
which
fight
is
in this
a
one. I was
pretty
like,
good
oh, God,
foil,
Yeah, yes.
I got Path to Exile in foil. What did you guys? Oh, John hasn't even opened his yet.
John's been fighting with his.
Amanda got
Martyr's Bond.
Martyr's Bond in foil.
And you've got a foil Rest in Peace as well. So you can look at a shiny version of the statue of dead Chad.
Let me rest in peace. You can just call him Spike from now on, I guess.
I mean,
So
The,
line replaces Gideon in the lore, essentially?
No.
Okay.
They've had multiple white planes, because they also had Elspeth. who was a
Right.
white
Well,
who also died.
Gids,
Yeah.
Gids was always
On
always
Pharaohs.
solo white. Like
Yeah.
he was always mono white, whereas Ajani has been white and green.
and white and red.
And what? Yeah.
Is Jace the only one who's prevailed through all 5 of the originals?
No.
There's Lil's.
Liliana's still here. Chandra's still
Yeah, I
here.
was
Nessa's
sure
still
Liliana was
here.
going to die in this
Garrett's
set, but Gideon
around?
died instead.
Garrick's somewhere.
Okay.
He's cursed at the moment, but he's still around.
He's
He hasn't died.
he's
I feel like
angrily,
he's an M20.
he's angrily running
I think
around
he's
in the woods
new
somewhere.
Is Garrick in the new set?
I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
Hey, Chat,
Clockwise?
can you verify
Hello,
that
Cyber
Garrick
Update.
is back?
Hey, Jen. How's it going?
Hello.
Chad,
What
do any
was-
of you have
what
any
was
idea about
Fetty?
magic?
Done with this.
What did you get in foil, John?
I got Shielded by Faith.
Nice.
Not for long, it wasn't.
Nope, not anymore.
Well, I mean, he sacrificed himself to save Liliana. That's not a failure of his shield. That's, he gave up his life to save a
He
friend.
could have jumped in front with the shield up.
Yeah, I
It's
guess.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have air
this,
conditioning. We are lucky.
I will throw this away from you.
We do not have air conditioning at home.
Oof.
We do in the living room.
We do in the living room.
Here's my
I do in my bedroom
Thanks.
right now.
You
I
can just
have-
go
we
play
haven't-
Beat Saber all night.
We haven't
Beat
installed it
Saber.
in our living room yet because the one in our living room is enormous. In the
So
maneuvers,
it's a reverse for us.
yeah, in the maneuvers that my father does. My father's an interesting human being, and I love him very much because he is my family. But he's like, if we met at a party, I don't know that we'd be friends.
Okay.
But he does
Yep.
weird junk. One of which is the thing that caused the air conditioner for our living room to come into our possession, in that my father visited us for Father's Day, like 2 years ago, and went, "It is unnecessarily hot in your living room and kitchen. Let's go." And went to Walmart and bought the biggest ass air conditioner that he could find to put in our window that would
So-
cool both our kitchen and our living room
Up until
simultaneously.
last year, we had an ancient, enormous air conditioner in our bedroom window that we got from a friend who, when he bought his house, had air conditioners in the windows that he didn't need. So he gave us a
He had like
free air
4 or
conditioner.
5 air conditioners.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm not planning on keeping this house. I'm flipping it. And do you guys want an air conditioner? So he brought it up from like Rhode Island for us, and he put it in our window. The problem is, he is a lot bigger and buffer than either me or Andy, kind of both of us combined. So he didn't have much of a problem putting this thing in the window, but it has been a beast for us to handle over the years.
Yeah.
And we got it into one of the closets in our bedroom, which is where it lives during the rest of the year. We got it in there last year at the end of the summer, actually well into the fall. It was like October before we took
Yeah.
that thing out. And it then spilled water all over our bed and carpet
Oh, I remember hearing about this.
and books. It was horrible.
bad.
Yeah.
But it
So
was
it
one of
lives
those
in the
things where
closet now.
it was starting
It's been
to.
exiled.
Yeah, we decided it's just too big and bulky, and it's also to the point where it works, but it needs work.
Well, the biggest problem is the
Conrad
filter
Hedge.
is filthy, and I have not been able to find the right
can't- yeah,
size
it's so
filter.
old.
It's yeah,
Okay.
so I can't replace the filter.
So we
Anyways.
just sort of like, we try and like clean off yeah, it's bad. So we need to get another air conditioning unit for our bedroom, which we haven't done yet.
Yeah,
Joblot has some really inexpensive ones.
we've gotten them at Stop and Shop before.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's,
Like
I think
300
that's
bucks.
where
The Big Y actually had a special on them last year. That's where I took June.
Yeah, that's how we ended up with the one that is in our bedroom window now, because the one that used to be in our bedroom window was the one gifted to me
But
by
you're right. It's like an Edsel.
my former roommate's ex-boyfriend, who moved to Texas, where air conditioning is considered a basic human right. Year before last, when my fiance tried to take it out of the window by himself, he got it out the window. He just got it out the wrong end of the window.
Oh no.
How high?
Second floor. And the air conditioner was no more. Like,
Yeah.
well, there goes that. Oh well, it was free.
Yeah.
So we'll just buy another one. And it just
My,
means that we're buying one for our room and not for the spare room.
So long as no one got hurt.
No, no one got hurt but the air conditioner.
My coworker, my old coworker, once asked me. She goes, "Amanda, do you know anything about air conditioners?" And I was like, "This feels like a loaded question. What,
I know
what
several
exactly
things, but like what?
do you need?" And it turned out that she lived on a bottom floor,
Okay.
and she had an air conditioner. Getting some bad reception.
Oh.
Haven't really had any issues.
haven't.
I
Have
haven't
you-
seen
have
any
you been-
problems here.
No, we checked before. I
She's
can't be
getting-
just
maybe just
suddenly.
bad buffering.
Could be.
Yeah,
Oh, but Jen says same.
and that's not Jen. That's Toshi.
So,
Oh, that's Toshi. Sorry.
Jeez.
You had it too.
Yeah.
That may be bad buffering on Twitch's part.
Or our internet
Yeah,
crapping out.
or-
We actually lost our feed the week before last.
You had to hard
We went
refresh.
completely down.
Yeah,
Anyways.
maybe Twitch. It may be our internet.
Twitch has been funky lately.
Twitch has been real funky lately.
Maybe if I make this
yeah,
a sub-only stream.
Yeah.
No,
Not
Yeah,
doing it.
That'd be a great idea.
There's only like 3 subs.
Yeah.
It would
one
be
of them's
terrible.
me.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm here.
That was you.
Yeah.
But yeah, she lived on a bottom floor and she had an air conditioning unit in her bedroom window, and her upstairs neighbor also had an air conditioning unit in the corresponding window,
Oh.
and it was dripping because it's condensation.
Yeah, that's
and
what it does.
drips. But it was dripping onto hers, so it was making a little
Oh, that's insanity.
pit pat noise, and she wanted to know if I knew any way to stop it. And I was like,
Move it to a different.
you could move your unit to a different window, or you could
Put
put,
an umbrella
something
above it.
absorbent on yours.
It'll still make the noise, but hello.
So
What's up, Brian?
Sneaking through.
Oh, okay.
Official business. Go about your day. Citizens.
Okay.
All right.
Well, shall we?
Cease our
a
discussion
game?
of air conditioners and on
Yeah.
to this thing.
present, and we chatted. Let's save this
John
lost
has
expedition.
a game.
Yes.
So, John, what is Lost Expedition?
This is a game that can be played as cooperative or competitive, but we're going to play cooperative because it is more fun.
Yes.
So, if you want to go overhead, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
So, the Lost Expedition is a game where we have the objective of getting at least one of our explorers all the way from the start of the rainforest to the hidden city of El Dorado.
Okay.
Each turn, we're going to be playing cards from our hand. They go in a certain order, and we must complete each objective in order to be able to surpass and move on to the next card. Basically, on our turns, we're each going to get 6 cards in our hand.
Okay.
We'll play 2 cards for the morning, 2 cards for the night at the after we do our morning round.
So it's morning, then evening.
Yep.
Okay.
And we will continue to do that until either A, this deck is reshuffled twice, or B,
Somebody makes it all the way.
somebody makes it all the way, or all 3 of our explorers die.
Oh.
3?
We only get 3 explorers,
Oh, okay.
but you always play with 3 explorers.
Gotcha.
We
Can
are
one of them be
essentially-
Bessie because she's really cute?
That is totally fine. That means we will remove Teddy. Basically, you have to have an explorer, one of each with the.
Okay.
So,
Got you.
Who else has an opinion on who they would like?
I also really like Isabel, but that's just me. I've already made my vote.
Right, so we've already
So you
chosen
can-
Bessie.
So we have Bessie. We
Okay.
can have either Inez or Roy,
Roy.
Or
Candido or Isabel.
I mean, let's do the all ladies party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
all
yeah.
ladies,
All
all
right.
the time.
Sounds good. So just roll those up.
So Bessie has the tent ability. Inez has a leaf ability.
So it is navigation, survival, and camping.
Okay.
Okay.
So now we decide: are we playing an easy game, a normal game, or a hard game?
I think easy.
Yeah.
I think all of us have had a rough day.
Okay.
Easy
So I am
it is.
removing these
Yeah.
2 cards.
Not rough, just so much as bit
So,
like.
just to make sure it's centered on camera.
Yeah.
Let's just try to
My
make sure
co-teacher and
it
I
is.
made the life choice that this week's theme, to follow our monthly theme of water, that the last week was going to be ice themed, and we went, that's a great idea. You know what we'll do a Friday afternoon? We'll make ice cream.
Should I shuffle these,
Our
John?
kids made ice
No,
cream today. This
yeah,
was the
you
life
can,
choice we
please.
made. It was too hot to go outside, so our kids were sugared up and stuck inside.
For
Yep,
resources,
super good.
Poor life
Super
choices.
good.
That's a life choice we made.
Each character has 4 health.
I really want to play with this paint now.
Right?
You can paint
I
a
wanna paint
mustache
this
on
paint.
one of these cards if you want.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Okay.
That's a silly idea, but you don't do that.
3.
No, I just really want the one that looks like an oil slick.
4.
Real good.
Our party
I have a bunch of
begins the
leftover
expedition
canvas from my
with
Father's Day presents.
4 food
So,
and 3 bullets.
Lobster of Revenge says Elder Aldo.
Otto.
Elder Otto.
So let's flip over.
really good.
Shouldn't it be
Our exploration.
AUTTO? Elder Otto?
maybe. Oh, we can scooch these all together into.
Yep, they make it.
Ah, makes a little
look at
map.
them. They're so cute.
Okay.
How are we looking top down?
Oh, sorry. This is the 9, this is the 6.
Whoopsie.
Well, there's no line.
I was going to say, that needed a line under it, and it didn't have one.
There we are. That's the lost city of El Dorado.
That is the lost city
Okay.
of Battleground. We begin at the start of the jungle.
Okay.
First things first, we need to decide who wants to be the expedition leader for the first round.
You can be expedition
Yeah, I was
leader.
going to say,
John.
that seems like a you job.
Okay.
Because you know what the heck you're doing.
So, for symbology, I'll just go over what we do. Cards are going to either have a symbol that represents a food that we can gain from doing an action,
Yep.
or a food we must lose from doing an action. If it's a white symbol, we have to spend that. If it's a black symbol, we get that.
Okay.
There are also cards like skip the next card in the line, swap cards within the order,
Okay.
remove a card from the end of the line, or add a card from the end of the line.
Okay.
This symbol right here means we just move our expedition, and that's the only way we get to move.
Okay.
And this means we have to kill a party member outright.
Oh my goodness.
So try not to do that. Got it.
Yep. Now,
Ooh, yep.
on the cards, I'll just show as an example. I'll just grab one from the deck.
Yeah.
And this is
Should I
his
put this on
rainbow
Zoom?
liquid.
Oh,
I was
okay.
shift is basically the black and rainbow liquid together.
All right, that works. Okay, if you could
I
shuffle
want to do
again,
responsible things with this.
please. All right, so as examples of what we have to do. If the symbol is yellow, we have to automatically do that condition, and it goes first.
Okay.
Red means we get to choose between the 2 options. And blue is always optional. We can choose to do it or not to do it.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, so everybody gets 6 cards.
Everyone gets 6 cards.
Okay.
And we begin the expedition.
This is cool. You're cool.
Jules,
Oh,
here.
snap.
Amanda?
All right.
Oh, hi.
So, since we're playing the first round in the morning,
This, Jules.
whatever card you play down, they're going to go in numerical order from lowest to highest.
right.
Okay, so the cards have numbers on them.
Yes.
By the way, I was wrong about phase and shift. I had them reversed. Shift is the rainbowy oil slick one, and phase is the
Oh, I'm
color.
sorry. I
Is the-
shuffled the cards in such a way that some of them were printed upside down.
That's okay. I already flipped
God,
them.
you monster.
How could you?
So I'll explain how their powers work. If a card has a symbol that needs to be spent, we can spend it off a character with that symbol for 1 of their health. But if we don't have an adventurer with that symbol, we have to choose an adventurer and they lose 2 health.
Okay.
How do we
so-
get cards back?
At the end of the night phase, we'll draw cards.
I
Okay.
have a question.
Yes.
Is this intentionally supposed to make me think of Tintin?
That was my thought.
I'm
The
not
art
sure.
style
The
is
art
very
style
Tintin.
Is very Tintin, and the text
Yeah.
and numbering.
Yeah.
Because I handle a lot of Tintin at work.
Yeah, that tracks.
The designer has notes on this. Let me
It's
see.
Tintin is super popular at the library.
The expedition game is modeled after one of the most famous lost expeditions of all time. Percy Fawcett's final expedition to find El Dorado, which he used to call Z.
Yeah, the Lost City of Z.
He took his son Jack and his friend Raleigh Rimmel, I believe is how you pronounce it, and they never came back. Like Amelia Earhart vanishing, that was a hot topic in the 30s. David Grant's brilliant book, The Lost City of Z, inspired me to design this game. It was soon clear to me that I wanted to design a cooperative game that mirrored what the expedition in the Brazilian jungle might encounter. It features many more calamities, of course, but the one important point was only feature creatures and events which were real. There are no dangers of the game that were impossible for Fawcett to actually have encountered. The local tribes were another important point to me. All tribes mentioned in the game are from the area that Fawcett visited. If possible, I use the original sources to depict them as either more aggressive or friendlier towards outsiders. This should not be misunderstood as a judgment on my part.
The font is straight up the Tintin font.
That's cool.
Oh, it is.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That is 100% straight up the font. Used
Can I just say I
titles.
loved the Tintin books when I was a kid.
I know.
They have not aged terribly well.
Kids still love them.
Yeah.
All right.
Because there's a cute dog.
During the research for the game,
Oh.
for the game, you can actually learn
Snowy.
things from this game,
Yeah.
such as you can burn off a hookworm with gunpowder. Who says gaming is not educational? Have fun from Piers Sylvester, game
All right.
designer.
So it doesn't say anything about the art design.
Not about the art design.
Yeah.
But the
Art is
font
credited
on the
to-
cards is 100% the Tintin font.
Illustrated by Garen Ewing, Ewing.
I bet this was very intentional.
Okay. So, I'll play the first card.
Tintin is very much like an exploration,
Yeah.
kid out in, the wilds exploring and solving mysteries and stuff.
Not sure if that's the medically approved way of doing it. I mean, probably not. But if you're in the jungle, you don't really have the NHS breathing down your neck about how you're doing stuff, do you?
No,
So, the first card I'm going to play is Nightingale. So that is 45.
No, that's
that's
Nightshade.
Nightshade.
Nightshade, sorry.
Dyslexia is a hell of a thing. Happens to me all the time.
So what do we have to do?
Well, it's going to
so-
cost 1 health and 1 plant.
Well, we play all 2 cards first.
Okay.
And they'll go in order from numerically, so lowest to
Okay.
highest.
Okay.
So Nightingale is a 45, so if you play something
Nightshade.
lower, Nightshade, sorry.
You'll get there.
All right, so...
Give a kid a pistol and a cute dog and have
ahead.
fun. Yeah, basically.
I'm going to play a clearing,
Okay.
which goes way up at the beginning of the round.
4.
Okay.
And it's going to give us some food and some health.
Amanda.
Novocaine, that story, I remember being told that story by my grandmother.
What
it was
story?
The Tar Baby
Oh,
story.
sure.
Yeah. And
Brer Rabbit.
it is a, Brer Rabbit is, it's still like in folktales and stuff.
I have an
It's,
entire book of that.
Not culturally sensitive.
No, I have an entire anthology of that because one of my dad's girlfriends told me that story and was like, there's a whole bunch of them, do you want them? And I was like, listen, you read me bedtime stories, let's do this. And then it got brought up, of all things, in a Spanish literature class as my Spanish
those
literature
things.
teacher was trying to explain like something about that. And I was like, dude, I have the entire book. Do you want me to just bring this in because you're clearly not remembering how the story
Yeah.
goes? Because it's hard to remember junk like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Amanda.
When you're playing a card, if the symbol on the card is white, that means we're going to have to spend the resource. But if it's black, we get those resources.
Okay. So,
So right now we have a deficit of camping.
we have a deficit of camping.
Well, the thing about them being blue is we could just skip that. We do not have to do anything on that card, technically.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
It's okay. So,
So we need.
We need health and leaves in order to survive the Nightshade.
Okay.
But the Nightshade is going to allow us to skip a space.
no, that swaps the order of cards.
Oh, okay. It's going to allow us to swap some cards.
Moving cards is this advanced symbol, which is very important. It's
Okay.
the only way we actually get to move.
Okay. I don't think I have anything helpful.
If you play something behind Nightshade, I could get rid of it.
Behind it, like
something with a
after
larger
it,
number.
Yeah, numerically higher than 45.
I have
I
a
likewise can
46.
help with this.
All right, play it.
All right, cool.
All right.
That actually looks good. We gained
Deserted
a bunch of
Outpost.
Oh,
Yeah.
now I might not want to play this card.
stuff, right?
Jules, what would you like to play? We're each going to play 2 cards.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna play Ants,
Ants.
Millions
Ants.
and millions of ants.
which will skip the next 2 cards after it, and optionally gain us 2 food.
Food is very important. We spend food at the end of a morning and night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go with these piranha fish. Because they will, both options give us the advantage to move.
Okay. And we can
so.
replace the.
So you
foods.
move really fast
Thanks,
because there's
Ants.
piranha.
Thanks.
Thank you, Novocaine, for catching that reference before I could respond to it.
There you go.
Yeah.
This is getting skipped if I play it, so
on that
that's not helpful. Um,
Am I allowed to ask him what number it is? Can we cooperate on this?
We are allowed to cooperate. As far as
What number is it?
well, I have something that I think would be handy,
Oh,
but
wait,
it's number
I think
25.
it's-
Play
So
it? 'Cause
no matter
I-
what, it's going to
Oh,
get
no,
skipped
it's-
by ants.
Dang it, no, never mind.
Really quick.
Um,
I'm just double checking.
but-
I was thinking the wrong way.
No, that's not helpful either.
Ants.
So red is mandatory, right?
No, yellow is mandatory.
What's red?
Red is one of the 2 options or 3 options.
Ah.
You have to pick.
Okay.
Set up, easy expedition.
No, I don't want to do that. Darn it, this is actually harder than I thought it was going to be.
It is pick.
I'm
Head-to-head.
just going to put out a Awa tribesman at number 42.
Oh my.
If he were not being skipped, he would give us the option to spend food to move, spend food to gain health, or gain 1, what is that, compass.
Which means we would keep the card.
Amanda, it's your turn.
Hi.
Hello. So,
So we have camping and food. Or no, that needs camping?
Yeah, it requires camping, but we don't have
it
any.
gains us 2 food.
Yeah,
Would come before it.
but it's optional. We can skip
Yeah.
both of those. I shouldn't have played a 4 that requires camping since we don't have any camps yet. I don't know.
okay.
I mean, we've got 1 camp from
You must
Bessie.
never reveal any details of the cards in your hand.
Oops.
Oh.
So, we'll do that for this round and then for the future.
Messing it up so you don't have to.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how we do things here.
Basically, we just gotta play it as we fly.
Ambush.
Oh,
An ambush. Ambuscade.
All right.
All right, last card from Jules.
But now the ants get skipped.
Yes,
So now these don't get skipped.
correct.
Yes. We'll just play it as it lies.
I think we're okay.
So far, so good.
I was kind of banking on being able to skip something after that, so that's a problem.
Well, hopefully it works out.
I mean, you could stick something between 17 and 24 and it would get skipped and then the ants would come back into play.
That requires numerical values I don't
Okay.
possess.
Yeah. There's a lot of cards.
All right, then I played this kitty.
Oh.
Look at this kitty.
It's Black Panther.
Yep.
All right, so
Hello,
now
T'Challa.
things resolve in order.
Yes, I'm just going to use this as a little meeple marker
All right,
so we keep track
so
of where we're going.
in the first location, we may camp.
There's a clearing.
Yes, there's a clearing. How do we camp? Can we just tap Bessie to indicate that we've used her camp?
Spend a health.
Oh, she spends a health.
Yes. So we have the option to skip that card entirely, though, because they're both blue. But I would recommend
Let's get the food.
the
Yeah.
food is the thing, because we can never go above the max 4 health.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's spend a health.
Yeah.
to get 2 food. And then,
The card is
in the
discarded.
piranhas, now we encounter piranhas.
2 food or 1 character's health to advance 1 space.
I think we should spend the 2 food that we just got from the camp. What do you guys think?
Is that
Well, the idea being health can be regenerated more, I think, than.
Oh, okay.
Well, it actually varies.
So
We're
we can
gonna
spend
need
health
more
from anybody?
food up here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I mean, these are we choose between one of these things.
Yeah.
Those
We
are
could
both
choose to
being
just
skipped
take-
right now.
No, they're not.
Oh, that's right. The
because
the
this
answer
is
skipped.
being skipped.
Right. Okay. That's fine.
I say the food would be fine. So
Okay.
we'll spend 2 food, remove our meeple up 1 space.
Okay.
And that card is discarded.
Goodbye, piranhas.
Now 1 character loses 1 health automatically. I don't think Bessie's the best option.
Probably not.
Yeah,
no.
she's already lost 1 health.
I'd say Isabel because we're going to gain 1 nav later.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I can't imagine we're doing those 2 things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So we'll spend Isabel's health.
now the plus symbol means we add a card to the end of the line from the top of the deck.
oh,
Oh dear.
Then we skip this ants card.
So, boopity boop.
Yep.
But first we just got to pay the one of the 2
Oh.
red. Do we wish to spend 1 health off the character again, or 2 health off of
Yes.
Just spend 1 off of Venus.
Yeah, 1 off.
Okay.
Yes, I think.
Yeah.
So there's that. Boom. Now that card's
Discard. This has
Answer
got skipped.
skipped. So Black Panther. We gain 1 leaf.
Okay.
How do we indicate that?
We will hold on to the card.
Okay.
I think what I like.
Now we may
thematically is-
either shoot the Black Panther and eat it,
Yes.
or spend 2 food to feed the Black Panther,
Or get
spend
attacked
2
by
health.
I'd say we shoot it because we need a food.
We're gonna spend the bullet.
sad.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it is sad.
It is
Sorry,
survive.
Kitty.
But we get a food.
We
All
keep
right.
the card, and now whenever we use that leaf, we can spend the leaf card instead of having to use 1 off of our character.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Now, the Awa of Tribesmen. They will either increase somebody's health for food, allow us to move forward for food, or give us 1 navigation.
Okay. We have 5 food as of yet, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of this day, we'll have to spend 1 food, no matter
Yeah.
what. I think the symbols are good early game, just to be able to build a stockpile of.
Yeah.
And as long as we're moving at least 2 per day, I think we're good.
So
I
we don't
think-
need to move?
I think we're going to take this because we still have the movement now
Okay.
option with this.
Yeah.
So
I
we'll
think the
allow
nav
them to
is-
guide us.
One. Okay.
We'll
And the
just
Awa
pol-
Tribesmen. Yep.
Politely ask for directions.
Yes.
Yes.
Uh,
Now the Nightshade goes off.
we swap these 2 cards
Okay.
because
that
if there were
doesn't
more
seem to
cards, there
affect
were more
much.
options.
Right.
Okay.
And then we either spend a leaf or we spend a health. We could discard this panther or take a hit off of Venus to be able to get
Or just spend a health from somebody else.
2 health from somebody else.
No.
Oh, 1 health from because of that symbol. What do you guys think?
Well, we're going to want to use a leaf to move, right?
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's hang on to the Panther and take a life off of Isabel. No, Isabel, because
Isabel.
we've already got navigation from the Awa Tribesmen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that card is gone. So let's use the panther for the movement.
Yes.
Yes, so this is the Tapiere?
They're a
Taparape?
tribe. Yeah.
Taparape.
They'll help us go through the rivers, I believe.
All right, so they help us move forward by spending our Panther.
Yep. So we're on
We
the
gave
third
them this
card.
So
cat.
that's discarded.
And then
I found the dead
And
cat.
now
you
we are
wanted.
in the
Have a
deserted
kitty.
outpost.
we play another card.
They love kitties.
Scorpions.
Oh crap.
Oh, great.
Okay. Now we can either get 2 bullets or a health and a camp.
Health in a camp seems.
Yeah, let's get the camp,
I recommend
because we need the camp for the scorpions.
I'd say the bullets.
Really?
Bullets are rare to come by in the jungle. They are a very valuable resource. Because that's the main way you get food is from eating other creatures.
Okay.
But yeah, bullets are rare. That's the big thing.
Okay. I
But
mean,
we're
sure.
gonna
Let's
have
take the bullets, and then we're going to lose a health off of Bessie, gain another card,
And then we can
And
swap it with nothing.
swap it with nothing. Okay,
That's
so we
just my
we get 2
recommendation.
bullets.
Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. You've played this before. We haven't.
Okay.
So now we're on the scorpions.
So 1 health off Bessie.
Yep, she camps.
We play another card. It is a pouring rain.
Oh man, now we really need that
The
help, that
worst
camp.
vacation ever.
Yeah, right?
Gosh. And we move on to this card.
Yep.
Because we have spent the health. So we could spend another health.
The Pounding Rain. We have to spend a health off of
Bessie, we have no choice.
She is in not
Lose a
good
food.
shape. We lose a food.
And then we're done with exploring for the day.
Well, that was
doing
an
that.
eventful day.
That was horrible.
That was a bad idea.
And now it is nighttime?
It is evening. We spend one food.
Okay.
Now, the nighttime is different.
Okay.
Now, I'll play the first card, but you guys get to pick if you want to play it to the left or right of the card now. Number doesn't matter.
Okay.
So, I'm going to start off by using the... yeah.
Well, at least I understand how the cards work now.
Yeah. I'm going to start with the Anaconda. We can use a bullet to get more food. We can use a bullet to navigate or 2 health. So now you can play to left or right of the Anaconda.
How does shooting an anaconda help you learn your way around the jungle?
I assume you
You
follow
follow
it down the river.
Okay.
Yeah, it's that big.
All right, so we've got
I
an
mean,
anaconda.
that or you don't shoot it so much as you just keep the gun at the ready in case it tries to attack you as you follow it.
Yeah, that's true too.
I'm gonna play a poisonous frog after
Poisonous
that.
fish.
That art is beautiful.
No, poisonous frog.
She's making a
It's
reference.
a reference.
No.
All right, so the poisonous frog is going to skip the next card and add another card to the lineup. So that's kind of risky.
So now you can play on the left or right of these two. You cannot just play in the middle.
So Amanda, you're
Oh.
next.
So now we can't play in between these. Now we have to pick one side or the other up.
Yeah, if you have something that's dreadful, awful, that we never want to encounter, you can put it after the poisonous frog and it'll get skipped.
Yep. So yeah, I like that mechanic and the idea that what you do in the first round will affect your second round.
Yeah.
And you can control what you do with the evening if you are able to play out some bad cards.
Right.
I think the poisonous frog is going to direct us away from some rapids.
Okay,
Okay.
nice. Jules?
Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum-bum.
Now, what does a black plus mean?
Oh,
It still adds a
plus
card,
adds
or-
a card at the end, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what that's been.
Yeah, minuses are remove cards, but only from the end of the lineup.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have no good options for us, unfortunately.
Yeah, I felt that way.
It's not helpful. I think I know what I want to add to the lineup. So,
Me too.
so after this evening, we're going to get new cards to our hands.
We got 4 more cards. Go back up.
So we're already on the third card. We've made some progress.
Yep. As soon as we hit the city, we win.
All right.
With 1 living explorer.
I'd prefer to make it with all our explorers living, but
I would like to try to do that.
it's
Yes.
tough, obviously. We need to find a way to get some
right.
health.
Hookworms.
Yeah, see? Gunpowder does work.
Mm-hmm. Allegedly.
All right, it's my go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to play...
I can't look at that card.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Listen, I've had to keep staring at it.
I'll play Ruins. So this will
causing
be
me a lot of
the
distress.
last 2 cards in the lineup will now be removed.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
So dump all the
Yeah,
dump all the crummy ones
all
at
your
the
crap
end.
cards after Rapids. And it'll be
Okay.
all good.
I'm going to put a crocodile up at the beginning of the lineup there.
Okay. Nice.
Amanda. So the crocodile, in case chat can't see it because it's obscured by.
So what
our-
what goes at the end is getting
Removed.
removed.
The last,
The last 2 cards are getting removed.
Good. Let's put some infected wounds up there.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Jules?
'Cause that sounds like the sort of thing I want to skip.
Would have given us a camp though, which is something
That's
that we're
fine.
really
But
hurting
for
on.
health,
Yeah.
Yeah, which
And then
is
we'd have to
I'm gonna have to pay health or navigation. For
Yeah, it
Like-
would be bad.
What do you got?
that nonsense.
The Hayato Hai.
That's also not happening.
They are dangerous. They will just kill somebody. and
Yeah.
Move on. All right, so we start with
Faster than
The
it-
crocodile. I vote we shoot the crocodile instead of adding 2 cards to the lineup. And
Me
that gets
too.
us 2 food.
Yep.
I second.
Okay.
There we go.
So 2 food from the
Got it.
crocodile.
Crocodile is
is removed.
So I went to this barbecue thing today
Okay.
at the
Did
farmer's
they have
market.
crocodile?
No, but they were gonna have alligator sausage, but not until 2:00, and that was after my lunch break was
Oh,
over. I was really bummed.
I would have tried alligator
I
sausage.
would
Okay,
totally
so
have bought alligator sausage.
we spend a food, we lose the last 2 off the lineup.
Yep. And
Those
now
are
we
gone.
have the option. Do we want to spend any resources to move forward?
We don't want to spend a camp because that's going to kill Bessie.
Yeah.
We
no.
could spend a health off someone and this to move. though,
Yes.
If we wish to. We can just skip that if we
I think
want to.
moving is important. We're not going to win the game if we don't move.
Well, the thing being, we're going to lose. We're going to skip this, so that's our only move card for this round.
Yeah.
pretty
So
much,
let's move. Let's spend one of Enos's health and the
Yeah.
our tribesmen.
Oh, I don't know why I just tried to give that away.
So
And I
good.
have the discard pile.
So
Move
boom
on.
boom and we move. And
Okay.
now hookworms.
Let's
We
spend
spend
a
a
bullet.
camp.
Bullet.
We shoot the hookworms.
No, you
Wait,
gunpowder.
I know we're
think.
using the gunpowder. I know.
Okay.
I think it's more amusing to think shoot the hand.
Don't do that. Top your top tip.
The
Don't.
anaconda happens.
I'd say we get the navigation. Does that sound good?
Shoot it to follow it down the river. Yes, I'm on board.
Sure.
Okay.
We're running low on bullets. This was a good idea, John, to get those bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we add something to the lineup.
No, that's a skip.
Oh, that's
Skip this.
Oh,
But
okay.
first, we spend 1 health off of a character.
yeah. Enos or Isabel.
Neither
What
of
is
them are
our
good options.
What was the card we just got?
Oh
Anaconda.
yeah, keep that
Oh,
anaconda.
I
So
say
yeah, let's spend Isabel.
Yeah.
She takes a wound from the poisonous frog. Then we have the option to spend.
This is removed because of
Yeah.
the skip.
Yep, we have the option to spend a navigation to get a leaf. I don't think there's any advantage to that.
Not
So
No,
let's skip
not
that.
right now.
All right, the night is over.
Okay, we
Thank
spend
goodness.
another food. Andy, it is turn order. You become leader.
And we each get 4 more cards.
And we each get 4 more cards to fill back up our hands. Lower cards usually give you more like opening stuff, like resources and whatnot. So they can be really good
So,
if you get them early.
Thank you.
We currently have in our possession
2. Sorry, I gotta get
1
more
navigation, 1 bullet, and 3 food. And we need to move 3 more spaces to win the game.
cards.
Yep.
This is a relatively quick game too, so that's what I thought it was going to be. Nice kind of.
Lobster of Revenge has put in a Wikipedia entry about Charlton Heston versus the ants.
Oh my god. Oh gosh. Okay. All right. So Andy, you play the first.
I am the leader. Following the leader. All right, well, I'm going to just give us a absolutely
horrible.
fantastic
Yeah.
start. The
I-
Kalopalos people offer us a food, skip a card, or give us navigation and leaf.
Now the way it
There
works
is no downside to the Galapagos.
When you choose the resource, if it's between these two, when you use it for one of the resources, the card is used up.
Okay.
So you don't get both.
You don't get both. And we do play in numerical order this round because it's the day.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they're going to happen to us first. They're number 3.
Good.
So we're gonna skip the next card.
It's an option.
It is an option, yeah.
I
We may
don't.
or may
I
not.
think we might want the food or
Yeah.
the navigation or leaf more, but it's an option.
It all depends.
All of my options are horrible. Yes, river crossing.
Okay. That ain't bad. Because we can get the navigation instead of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
And
what
it's
I
going to
figured.
skip a higher value card or
Yeah.
a higher number card.
So in fact, the Galapagos are not going first.
Oh, really?
you
This
got
abandoned camp is.
The abandoned camp.
Nice.
That's the best card.
Sweet.
That's a good
Card number 1 either gets us 2 bullets or gets us a wild. It's basically any
Yeah.
of the resources we need.
Right.
So that is so handy. Thank you, Jules.
You're welcome.
John.
Alright. I'm going to give us a vantage point. So,
It's dangerous, but
we
yes.
can get a resource at the end or we can get more food.
It's currently being skipped.
Alright. Andy.
Yeah. Nope. Oh no, nope. Don't like that.
No, sir.
No,
Don't like
sir. I'm going to have us discover a steep path,
Okay.
which has the potential to spend a navigation to, or gain us a navigation for a food, or spend 2 health and skip to move, which is bad.
That's bad.
Get rid of this. We only
Which
got to
is
move
probably
3
not-
more cards, though.
Yeah,
How
but
much do we have to move?
we need a way to get some health.
Yeah.
Yeah, where is that? I haven't encountered a single one of those.
They're
Yeah,
rare.
me neither.
Let's see.
So it's Amanda's turn now.
I think the problem being the first round, all of our characters had full health when the card was up for the first time.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the only time there was only one.
Yeah.
It's rare too.
Right? Like I'm not losing it.
Maybe.
Yeah, there was only one as far as I can see. Yeah. It was just that first one. Oh no, there was this one. But
Okay.
All right. I know what my last play is going to be. Oh no, this is the evening. This is the nighttime.
You're.
I've already played 2 cards.
the problem
for this
was that
round.
all the other ones that gained us health were needed this, and Bessie was already too low
Yeah.
to take it.
So that steep path is getting skipped right now, right?
Currently, yes.
Well,
and
we have the option to skip it.
Yeah, and the vantage
We don't have
point
Is getting skipped.
is getting skipped.
Yep, that is.
Yes, vantage point is definitely getting skipped.
Do we want vantage point skipped?
Well, it cost us a health no matter what, so it's probably better to skip it. Just
Okay.
get rid of it.
We only have the one. Oh, but we could get more.
There's a lot of good stuff.
I guess Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Kitty!
Jaguar.
More kitties.
Okay. Feel
Man, now I miss my Jaguar. For reference, folks, I was a huge fan of the Atari Jaguar, which was not a system that had a lot of love. But
it was really
at
good.
one time, I owned a Jaguar with every single game that had ever been released for it. Like 36 games, because there
Yeah.
weren't that many for the Jaguar.
And the Jag CD.
And the Jag CD, the toilet bowl.
Was that the design?
I beg your pardon?
Yeah.
It was an attachment that sat up on top of it and was sort of rounded, and yeah, it looked like a toilet bowl.
Okay.
I miss my Jaguar.
I know. Sold it for rent money.
Yeah,
Well,
rent was more important than
Yeah,
Jaguar, I
that's
guess.
sort of
Sad, but true.
None of these are good ideas.
Yeah, this is the card I'm going to play. This card is
There.
So definitely this is a tricky game. It's going to end up being you're hanging on to stuff that you don't want to kill the party with, and you're stuck with a
Yeah.
whole bunch of awful things in your hand.
That's why we got to rely on skips and reverses and whatnot.
Yeah. It was also bad luck that we added so many awful things to the lineup
Yeah,
in the first day.
This is the first day.
Yeah,
Crazy.
our first day really nailed us before we had enough resources to.
Yeah.
Do anything with. I don't have any good options that aren't going to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Do your
Put
best.
something out. Yeah.
Do your best.
I mean, right now, I don't know.
Fine. They're surviving. At least one of them's gonna make it to the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you got another advanced card that doesn't require health, we might make it. Today.
It's tough.
It is.
I mean, we could lose a party member and make it to here right now.
Okay. I have an
Which is
advance
second
that
to
doesn't
last.
require health.
That's good.
It
Okay.
requires 2 food, though.
That's
No,
also
I think that's
fine.
good. I think we win this turn then.
As
We
long as
win
my
this day.
card
Oh, yeah,
John.
yeah.
Anything. Ooh, okay, so I don't want to play
Don't
this
heck
card
this
now.
up.
I don't want to play this card now. Well, I could actually.
Don't heck this up. So
don't-
help me, Batman.
Somebody is not making it. Somebody right now is not
Somebody bites
surviving
All right.
until the end of the day.
I'm going to go with.
I like this game. It's an interesting challenge. So John brought this with him last Friday for his all solo games day and never
Yeah.
got to it.
Because you could, in theory, play this
You could
solo.
totally play this
Oh yeah,
solo.
you could solitaire this.
There we go. The path ahead.
What happens?
It's just an add a card at the end of the path.
Where?
So it goes in 5.
5. So
All right.
between the Jaguar and
So that's everybody's played their cards. It's
Yep.
time to go through the day. Amanda, if you want to put this down on the abandoned camp. So first, we discover an abandoned camp. Do
what
we
are we
want
getting out
2
of it?
bullets or do we want a random resource?
random resources.
I
We
think I think
need-
we take the wild
Yeah, let's take the
agree.
wild.
because I don't think we need bullets for much.
All right.
Let's
No,
put
keep
it
that.
up.
Oh,
Keep
that's
it.
right. That's right. I'll get there eventually.
Okay.
All right, now the Galapagos people who I put out earlier either give us 1 food, allow us to skip the next card,
Or give us a navigation
give us a
point.
navigation or leave.
We could skip the path just not to end a card at the.
But we need that travel, don't we? Or no, we can travel
We
with this
have
one?
4 travel on the board table.
We could get the navigation and spend the navigation for the travel on
That's
this.
true too.
Yeah. That
Okay,
seems,
let's do that.
That
The
seems our
Galapagos
choice.
help
Here.
us, and then we go to the path ahead, and the
Travel?
Galapagos travel us forward, and we add 1 to the end of the lineup, which is fine.
Oh,
Yep.
rope bridge.
That's fine. We're not going to make it to the rope bridge.
And hey, it's a Jaguar.
Let's shoot it.
shoot it.
Yeah.
We get nature.
And get
Bang.
get a leaf.
I imagine we used we have like a coat now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
All right.
So for survival.
All right.
2 food.
The Amanaya people. Yes, we paid them
Yeah.
2 food to help us move forward. Oh, we're almost there now.
Okay.
Now, we could spend 2 health and skip the next card to win the game.
Yep.
Yep.
If we do that, we sacrifice somebody.
I think it's actually we can spend the food.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
this next one. we'll
Yeah,
just do.
spend a food.
Okay.
That's our last food. We're completely out of food.
We have another compass.
And now the river crossing. We spend a compass.
So this is skipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gets
But we
skipped,
spend a
Yeah.
compass.
Spend a compass.
which is
Anybody that has a
that
compass.
one.
We win!
Yay!
We did it. Got there, and nobody died.
Nobody died. We
We
survived.
got everyone to the end.
The Golden Girls have made it to the Golden City.
So that was the easy mode. 2 less cards and all of the health. So hard mode means we play with 9 cards. Every character starts with 3 health, but we get an extra bullet. Whereas normal is just we add the 2 cards and then.
I don't know if I'm up for hard mode.
Nope.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
No.
no, that was a challenge, and I really appreciate it. That was a fascinating game. What does the expansion add?
So
We won't play with it, but you can tell us what
I'll shuffle these things.
the Lost
Yeah,
Expedition
these things,
has an
well.
expansion, the Fountain of Youth, and other
of Youths.
adventures.
So it's a modular
These
set.
2 youths.
Excuse me, the
Golden
what?
Girls, awesome.
So I'll do them in order
You're
of
right,
Thank
JJ.
you.
what I
friend.
think is most fascinating.
And yes, thank you for the bit, Lobster.
So
Dang it, I forgot my lobster finger puppet again. I'm pretty sure it's in my purse in my car
first
right now.
up, let's go over the conquistadors. The Fountain of Youth is now an option you can find on the
Oh,
island.
okay. I'll go to Zoom Cam.
Excuse me.
These cards basically allow us to. They're added in between. They add.
So it's 56.5.
Yes, so they literally squeeze in between
Okay.
all these other cards.
So this is somebody dies and you get 4 health. Wow. Okay.
Oh god, you fill everything up.
Yeah.
They made what is the line?
There's a temple at
Chose
52.5. Yes.
Yeah, they chose poorly, and because of that, you know that is not the pork fountain.
Captured 44.5. Somebody dies or you spend 3 food.
Yeah, so the way it works is the fountain. Basically, it's just shuffle in these new cards to have new options to play in the game. It's
Yeah.
kind of a generic module, but the fact that it's 0.5s is always pretty fun.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
And that it actually revolves more around a health-based kind of gameplay rather than a
Yeah,
full-on
this one,
resource-based.
no, that adds 2 to the lineup. Somebody dies and you skip the next
So
2.
much. It's
Narrow
mainly-
escape.
mainly these up. But yeah. It
This
does
guy
have
looks
some more
happy.
variety.
De Oriana.
So
Somebody always does when I'm demanding fried chicken.
Charge!
I mean,
yeah.
There's a lot of these that involve killing somebody off of your party.
yeah. Well, now you're actually battling another force other than the island. With this one, he included more fantasy elements because, like he said, he tried to keep it as close to what real life could be. In the
The
original.
shipwreck. You must spend a bullet, and then you could spend a health to get a bullet back.
Yeah.
All right, so those are some options.
So
No, I want
the
fried
new model, the next module I'll go over is the companions.
Ah,
So, in the game, you need at least one adventurer to make it. These 3 cards are companion cards. They replace one adventurer, but if they survive to the end, they don't count towards the win condition.
Right.
so Kamasti here is wild.
He has all 3 resources as an option.
Nice.
So he's really good for that.
Handy.
He knows what he's doing.
It's Rin Tin Tin.
Literally, that's the...
Pupper.
Renty's cool.
Such
You
a
can
good dog.
spend his health in order
To eliminate a card? Oh, take the last card off the lineup.
Yep.
Nice.
And then you got Volcana.
Volcana. She does nothing.
She has 5 health.
Oh, she's buff.
Yes.
So when you have to spend health, you spend hers.
Yes. So
Okay.
that's a cool new way to mix up with more characters, and it changes the way of having 3 resources at the start of the game,
Yeah.
which is a nice little add-on module. I like it more
cool.
than Conquistador stuff. Next, we're going to go over the mountain lineup. So this is a whole new terrain you go over instead of going over the normal road to El Dorado.
It goes up.
Yeah.
So I want to show off the backs of the road to the city. So if we show off
So take the last city.
these are the road to the city of gold. And on the backs they have the numbers. This was number 9, which is the lost city itself.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
These are the backs of the mountain cards.
So the way it works
They have
is
no order to them.
there is a mountain in the deck.
Uh-huh.
Here we go, the peak. The arrows point towards the peak, which is in the middle of the set.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. When players advance, move their pawn to the next expedition as normal. If the card is face down, immediately flip it over. So this one you play blind
You
without.
have no idea.
Yes.
And then there are things that happen on it.
You can get food at the base key, which you start out with as an extra thing. There's the new effect, Scouting. So, when taking the Scouting action, you reveal the top 3 cards of the adventure deck. As a group, players may either return all 3 cards to the top of the deck in an order of their choice, or get rid of those cards in general.
Okay.
I really appreciate the way that the cards line up with each other. I think the art is well done. I don't know if you guys could see it in chat, but in the road to the city, all the cards lined up with each other, even when you took out cards 6 and 7, or 7 and 8. So that was cool.
That's the really clever part.
So that's the road to the peak.
And my final expansion, and my favorite one is the Werebeast.
Yay.
So one of your
Nice.
adventurers,
Yet another kid.
it adds these new cards, the marks. There seems to be some lore built into it. But essentially, now when you pass a check, you can collect the mark card as a player.
Okay.
So here's
That
a
player
talisman.
becomes the Werebeast. What that means is we will eliminate one of these characters from the game, and they become the Werebeast card. What that means is instead of having a natural resource, they have a bullet.
Oh.
So they are good against like enemy
So
invaders.
here's what
all
John's
that
talking
stuff.
about. You replace one of your folks with the Werebeast, and then they can spend their health to shoot something.
Yes.
Although I guess they're effectively eating something. or
Essentially.
biting it.
They're really good against the Conquistadors because a lot of their cards require you to fire bullets to fight back.
And so this is how you turn somebody into a Werebeast.
Yes, the mark
is
of
by
the
using the
Werebeast.
mark.
Neat.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a very nice little modular thing that doesn't overcomplicate it and introduces some
Yeah,
fun
standing
mechanics.
stones.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Dark
like that.
reflection
Windows
has the
is trying to do
optional
something.
mark.
Yeah, Windows wants to update.
Pool of
Again.
blood. I updated it last time.
Yeah, well.
Well, apparently not enough. I don't know.
This needs an extra T.
Windows is a service.
The pit.
Not a software,
Yeah.
a service.
So that was awesome, John.
right.
Thank you very much.
This was a fun light one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I needed
Well,
a light.
Yeah,
thing.
because Amanda had the launch of her.
it was the beginning of summer reading today.
Thanks,
Thank you so
Lobster
much, Lobster
Lobster.
Revenge.
It was,
So
yeah. It was
3
the,
people in chat got a thing from Lobster of Revenge. Thank you.
Breakfast. Oh, you got
Hey,
the smelly
Steve,
lion.
how's it going? You could have used a Sawyer. We still need to do Sawyer's Revenge.
What's Sawyer's Revenge?
So, Steve Benjamin joined us in for the game Hot Shots, which is a wildfire fighting game.
Okay.
And your characters don't have names, they have jobs. So you have like the lookout and the sawyer.
Okay.
Sawyer, who cuts down, uses a saw.
Gotcha.
Except Steve had had decided that his character was Sawyer the Sawyer.
Who only ever said Sawyer.
Only ever said Sawyer.
Sort of in the vein of,
Hodor?
well, I was thinking Station from Bill and Ted
Yeah.
2.
Okay.
So we lost the game. It came down to if I make this die roll, we win, and if I don't, the fire overtakes one more panel and we die.
Yep.
And I think you had a 1 in 3 chance or something like that. It was.
They do have names? I mean, Sawyer. And I did not make the die roll, and we didn't have anything on hand that would turn the dice the way we needed to, that would adjust the dice the way we needed. So we didn't win, but it came down to the wire. So we need to do Sawyer's Revenge and get revenge on the fire.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Amanda, can we have the meeple?
Oh, sorry, I was playing with the
Idly
Merson.
fidgeting. The Merson.
Well, that was a short but really fun game.
Yeah.
And Amanda and I do need to head home.
Yeah, today.
So I want to thank everybody who joined us. I think that was
We
an
have a whole
awesome
bunch
game.
of friends in chat. Thank you for joining us.
I had a lot of fun giving out presents.
I'm gonna play with this
I have
paint
magic
tomorrow.
cards.
Sandman.
So many magic cards.
Such magic.
Crackle, crackle, crackle.
Oh, are we getting?
Do we have a noise?
Oh no. Or is that the fire?
Well, you didn't start the fire.
It was always
Oh
burning.
no! He's making a Monty Python reference.
Oh,
I
okay,
get it.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got there.
Yeah, it was
Sorry,
always
we're a little
burning
slow.
since the world's been turning, John.
We're all running a little slow today.
Yeah. I had over 200 people at my library for our summer reading kickoff event, and I think I interacted with most of them, and it was very exhausting.
And I had a classroom full of sugared up toddlers and no one to blame but myself. Actually, no, I can blame one of the parents of one of our children who brought in just because munchkins this morning.
Oh.
I don't know what compelled her to do that, but so all of our children had munchkins for breakfast, so
I had to walk the
And
room
then
a
ice
half
cream.
day.
yeah, and then ice cream. I mean, in between the munchkins and the ice cream, there was like an hour and a half of splashing in water tables outside. So like we burned most of that, but then
And
there was
then you
ice cream
added it right back.
because I'm an idiot.
So friends.
Yeah, Saw versus
Friends,
fire.
Romans,
Saw will win.
country persons.
How do you do Saw versus fire? What's the hand symbol for fire? Is it crackle, crackle?
I don't know.
Like that?
Oh.
Like if this is scissors and that's rock and this is paper, what's Saw?
I assume
this?
Saw is one of these.
The only one I
Yeah.
know is monsoon. Is like
And fire would be.
I believe this one is fire in terms of sign language.
So rock paper.
It's just weakness.
Spock.
Leaving the body.
What's
Will
rock
there
paper
be?
lizard Spock? What's the other one?
I have no idea.
What's the? Are we streaming next week?
And do we know what?
So this
It'll be
was
the
what I was
5th.
going to recommend.
Do we have anything with exclusive?
Next Friday.
We're doing Christmas in July. No.
Next Friday is the first ever Friday evening pre-release for a Magic set.
Wow.
Would people in chat be interested in watching me build a sealed deck
Yes.
live on stream
I mean,
and play some Magic games?
I would, because I'm a weirdo, and maybe other people would
I could play the pre-release
could
as
play
our
firework.
stream.
I have some comments on it. I will save them for off of stream.
Okay.
I would watch it,
Christmas
but,
in July,
but
I mean,
to
yeah.
be clear,
We could play
I would
fireworks.
watch you organize paperwork.
Steve
Because-
Benjamin suggests we could play fireworks.
That's a good idea.
Because it's the 5th
I
of
love
July.
that idea. Fireworks is totally a thing.
Fireworks.
Play firework. But
Okay.
yeah, no, I
Yeah,
would.
build
I
your
would.
deck
Oh.
on stream, and then we'll play fireworks.
We can play fireworks and Hanabi. The fireworks.
Yeah.
Good plan. All right.
So yeah, John and I
So,
will definitely play a thing.
Deck building at 7 o'clock. All right, so 7 o'clock deck build. 7:30 fireworks
the
and
American
Hanabi.
Early
Early American Chrononauts.
Yeah. Early
I've got
American Chrononauts. I mean, or just any of like I have standard Chrononauts.
I have the whole thing.
Oh, so
And a
many
signed
5th
card.
of July.
Yeah.
5th of
Because-
July plans.
Yeah, the loonies came in and
I
signed my
I am
special
looking
Christmas
forward to
present
next stream.
dinosaur
That's going to be
card.
fantastic.
Did
We
you get
should
a
do it
Fox
like
card?
5th of July,
I
4th of
have
November.
a
Is it both
Batman
fireworks? That's-
special card.
Yeah.
If you ask Andrew
Yeah,
Looney to
you're
sign
not
it
wrong.
for you,
Yeah.
he will give you a
Remember,
signed
remember.
card with a little doodle of his
5th
face
of
on it.
November.
The 4th of November.
That
Only
says
thing-
hi,
Gunpowder,
whoever,
treason, and plot.
And it's like to play it in Flux, you have to play the card and tell the story of how you met Andrew Looney. Even if you haven't met Andrew Looney, you have to tell the story of how you met
That's
him.
amazing, and I need it.
Ask him to sign something for you in an event, and he will do that.
I've only
Awesome.
ever met Kristen.
Oh. Come find Fromber, and he usually comes to hang out with us at least once.
Yeah, I will have to do that. I'll break away from the battleground.
Well,
Well, we're gonna try. We
Jules,
want to
I'm so
steal
glad
you
you could
away.
join us
Yes.
today.
Thank you.
coming.
I'm glad I
Yeah.
could.
John,
convey.
thank you for this fascinating
Yeah, this
and
was-
Yeah, this was
really
super
fun
cool.
game. I'm glad
that
we
art
lived.
style, though,
It's
man.
an interesting puzzle to solve.
Yes, yes. It was just the right brain power for me on
Yeah.
easy mode, so that was perfect. And next Friday,
Fireworks.
fireworks.
Fireworks and more fireworks and maybe some history.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I mean, maybe spread these things out over the course of July, but
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
Or, you know.
There has to be like at least a dozen firework-inspired games. But yeah.
yes, games with an easy mode are definitely.
Yes,
some-
please.
Yeah.
Games
Real-
need easy
Something
mode.
I
Don't
need.
at me.
yeah, yeah.
You won't like that conversation. Just don't.
Yeah, that conversation won't go the way you want it to.
Nope.
All right. Hey, good night, everybody.
Thanks for joining
Thank
us.
you
Good night,
for
everybody.
joining us.
We're gonna go
Thank you
rest.
for watching in the VOD. I hope you had fun.
Happy last
And-
stream of Pride Month.
Yeah.
Last stream of Pride Month.
There is a petition up
To keep the
so-
Pride
keep the
Month.
Pride
to keep
emotes.
the Pride emotes.
I hope we get to keep them all.
So, look around.
Signing that immediately.
I'm going to
Yeah,
just use
I
up
want to
my
keep them.
bits. More Pride bits.
For more Pride gifts.
I mean, you can still give the pride flag bits. It's
Yeah, but they
just
just won't
for
give
Oh, what's
Pride
this thing?
emotes or
I don't know.
what's what thing?
Money? 500 bits?
Non-disca?
Boosh. I will.
Give such gift.
Oh my god.
Ooh, look at
Yeah,
this
look
unicorn.
at this unicorn cheer. What are you, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing the uni cheer.
Give, oh,
Yeah.
my
You know,
phone
I'm
is-
gonna save mine and do them in a friend's chat later. Look at those. Look at its big nose.
Oh, it's so cute.
I love it.
It's so cute. Look at him.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Bye,
all.
everyone.
Bye.
We had fun.